Hey, this is David with entry number 33. Thanks for watching. Today was Friday. Yeah. And another epic journey to find this coffee festival. First, I met up with my friend and we got on the bus and we took the bus to what we thought was Onmok, which is that beach I told you about yesterday. And instead we got dropped off in Gyeongpo, not even in Gyeongpo lake or beach area, it was Gyeongpo forest. I don't really know what it was really. It was like this really amazing little area that had like 30, maybe 20 to 30 sundubu jjigae places. And sundubu jjigae is a soft tofu stew. And we were wondering, like, why is there so many sundubu places everywhere? And we walked around for a bit trying to look for the bus stop, and it turns out that there's a huge dubu factory. And so I guess that's why, because where the fresh dubu is where the restaurants go. Makes sense. So we walked around for a bit and we couldn't find a bus stop, so we decided to go back to the bus stop that we originally got off at. By then it was a little after lunchtime, so we said, oh, why not get lunch? So we found a dubu place. Now normally sundubu jjigae is like a poor man's meal. It's very cheap, very delicious. You usually get some free things, and but this place was obviously specialty, so we were like, we're going to pay a little more. It was a lot more. It was 8,500 won per person. Now, if you've ever had sundubu jjigae here in Korea or even in the States, you know it's no more typically than 4 or 3. So this was like double or triple how much you typically pay for sundubu jjigae. Now, was it the best sundubu jjigae I've ever eaten? Yes, it was. It was delicious. It was magnificent. It was glorious. But was it worth 8,500? I have a hard time saying any sundubu jjigae is worth that much, but yes, it was worth that much. It was delicious. The broth was insane. The tofu was tender and falling apart and flavorful. It was amazing, perfectly seasoned. The banchan or the panchan that came with it were so-so. I mean, a little funky. The kimchi was aight, but the soup was amazing. And it was served like in a big communal bowl that had a heater underneath, so it boiled constantly the whole time. It was really good. Hold on, my eye just, sorry. Oh god. Shouldn't have done that. So we got back on the bus. We took the bus all the way back, we took a cab because no bus were coming for a while. Took a cab to Onmok. Onmok, we quickly realized the coffee festival was not there. So we walked around for just a little bit. Oh, sorry about that. Oh god, this eye is burning. I don't know what happened. Took a cab, back in a cab, to the sports complex, which is actually kind of like in Taekji, which is the other area of the town, the city. Sports complex is really cool. They're going to have the Olympics there. I think they're going to have to refurbish it because it's a little old. The Gangneung Football Club stadium is there. It's pretty cool. Coffee festival itself, the outside, there were a whole bunch of little tents where you can actually roast your own coffee, grind it and brew it if you wanted to, or just roast it and keep it like I was going to, but it's a little expensive at 6,000 won for 100 grams, so yeah, a little expensive. Didn't do that. There were lots of other like kind of weird coffee related things, coffee face stuff, coffee knitted things, coffee I don't know, weird art, just stuff that, coffee, people who like coffee would like, what coffee enthusiasts would just say, fe, just whatever. So we walked outside for like 10 minutes, went inside. Inside, we were just walking around, and the ladies who were manning the information booth, I went and kind of looked at some stuff, and then the scholar I was with said, oh, they want to take a picture with you, and I was like, oh, okay. And they were like, oh, and then they said something to her, and she translated and said, oh, they think that because you're a foreigner and they think and you're dressed cool, they want to take a picture with you. And I was like, oh, I mean, alright, I guess. And so I took a picture of looking at a pamphlet, and then they were like, ah, and they did like the little hand over the mouth laugh, and it was a little funny for me. It was a little weird. For me here, slight tangent, they don't think I'm Korean, which is interesting because in the US I always thought I looked pretty Korean, but here, no, not so much. So yeah, that was interesting. We went into the coffee festival. They were doing barista championships, which was basically them making coffee. It was all like espresso drinks, so whatever. And then we went around. There was a whole bunch of booths, like a convention. Went and sampled some really awesome coffee. Almost all the ones in the perimeter of the event were doing hand drip coffee, which is the coffee I like, the coffee I respect, the real coffee. It's pretty awesome. Got some really good coffee, met some cool people. None of them could speak English, but they recognized that I knew what good coffee was. There was some BS tea stuff, BS as in bullshit tea stuff, which is like, this is a coffee festival, why you gotta bring this tea up in here? Then I went and freaked out because, one second, sorry about that, they were selling equipment, and the longest time here I've been looking for this, which is a coffee pouring kettle. Now if you do hand drip coffee, you know that a pouring kettle is a piece of kit that you must own. So this is from Cafe Tiamo, which is it's okay, to be honest. It's pretty good though for the money. So this is what I bought. It's solid 1810 stainless. There's some nasty stuff on there. It's brand new. Has a nice snug fitting lid. It's pretty small, as you can see by my face. But this is, I bought it nice and small. It's a nice vent, although it's not necessary. It's a cover, tip cover. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Nice and heavy. This is for pouring coffee. So I was happy about that. And then it's pretty cheap too. 28 bucks US. So then I was like, wow, this is really awesome. The guy was selling tons of cool stuff. I'm probably actually going to go back tomorrow and buy something else from him because it was pretty cool. But so I went and walked around more. There was a huge line for a cafe. Didn't really do it because it was a huge line. It was like 75 people. Not going to wait in that line. I don't care how good the coffee is. And then I was like, well, I really want something to like commemorate this experience. So where's the merch table? Looked around, no merch table. Went outside, looked for a merch table, no merch table. They did have this cool seatbelt thing where it was like a car, and you sit inside, strap in, and it rotates you 360 degrees. That was pretty cool. Didn't do it because it looked dangerous, even though you were in a safe belt and it was promoting safety, but I did not want to do that. Went back inside, looked for a merch table, found all this antique coffee roasting equipment. You know, at the end, it was an old man, a elderly gentleman with a woman buying some things. And I was like, oh, that looks interesting. She was showing him some mug thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And so I walked around, then I asked my friend to ask her, you know, can I buy one of those mugs? Now my friend speaks much better Korean than me, but by her words, it's still kind of okay, so-so. I know it's really good though. So she started talking to this Korean woman. The Korean woman was like, what? Eh? Or not that, but she didn't do that, but she was like, kind of like, I think there was a kind of like a lost in translation kind of thing going on. And she ended up, excuse me, walking away for about 5 minutes and coming back with this. And this is a thing in Korea, which is actually pretty awesome. And it's called, well, in English, it would be translated to service. And basically what that means is they'll just give you stuff and for free because you're a customer. You're giving them your money and they want to give you something in return besides the already stellar service and food or whatever you're getting. And they gave me this cool mug. Sorry, you can't really see it, and I kind of wanted the picture to be bigger, but it does say Kongning Coffee Festival 2013. It has a little picture of the little coffee cat. It has a name like Makaka or something like that. But yeah, pretty awesome. Free. And I was prepared to pay $10 for this. Free. It also came with this. And what this is a coaster. And also, or a coffee. In Korea, they do this thing where they like to cover their mugs and to keep it hot, and so it does double duty. Pretty nifty. So yeah, free mug, pretty awesome. The festival itself was also free, so pretty sweet little gig. She also gave me, here it is. The thing is called Makara, and a nice pink pen that don't know if it works or not, but yeah, it's a nice little pink pen. So pretty sweet. On my way home, I got some bread because I've been digging this multi-grain bread. It's really cheap from this bakery right down the street. So yeah, that's been my day. It's dark, about to heat up my stew for a delicious night of eating. So thank you for watching. That was Coffee Festival update. Oh, actually tomorrow I'm going to bring the camera to the beach because I think I want to show you the glorious beach here, and I will take a video of popping Sue from my favorite Angelinas with the beach and everything, and I might take you back to the Coffee Festival because it was so fun. So thanks for watching. This has been entry number 34. David, and thanks for watching again. Bye.